This is still a roller of the Transformers Unite Warriors Baldigus box set, and going by Transformers Robots in the Sky standards that I've been going throughout this whole review miniseries, this is Mega Octane. Mega Octane is supposed to be a Cybertronian armored truck of murder death, which he's got the specifics down right. He's bulky, he's big, he's got twin barrels of destruction, and he's got a bunch of nice painted wheels too, something that Hasbro lacks thereof when it comes to their Transformer figures these days. So the proportions are basically there. The description of it is right there as well. There's not much to really say about it. I mean, the color scheme is spot on with what it was in Robots in the Skies, even if the design of it is lacking thereof to show you off as a side-by-side comparisons. Here's the original. Well, of course, this would be the 2003-2004 Transformers Universe Desert Camo repaint of Mega Octane, and as you can see, he looks more like an everyday military truck that you would kind of see, sort of. Pretty long, but hey, they are long. They carry tanks, they carry jeeps, they carry anything. So there's that. And let's bring in the Hasbro release of this mold as Onslaught. I can't believe I almost forgot that, but yeah, here is Onslaught. And as you can see, his wheels aren't fully black. They're actually this very smoky, dark grayish color when compared to what we got here for Mega Octane. So you can see a side-by-side difference there. It's kind of weird, but whatever, it is what it is. But hey, they got the Decepticon insignias. And unfortunately, this set here does not. They have that upside-down G2 Autobot logo somewhere around here. Mega Octane's got it somewhere. There it is, on the obvious chest. So there it is. So, not much to really say about this. On solid ground, it rolls pretty good, even if the back wheels aren't really doing anything, considering they're not really touching the ground. But whatever, I mean, it's the design of this thing, the engineering of it may not be the best, and this seems to be a common problem with this mold anyway. Doesn't matter what figure it is, whoever shares this mold has that same problem where the four wheels on the front will touch the ground just fine, but the four wheels in the back are in the air and not really touching at all, so they don't really roll. But hey, it's a common problem, so nothing new there anyway. So there's not much else to really show off here, so let's go ahead and get to his, obvious robot mode. Alright, so here is Mega Octane in his robot mode, and it's not bad at all. He looks the part, doesn't he? The colors are spot on. There's not much to really say beyond that. He does look very nice in this mode, but to tell you the truth, it's not much of a difference minus the color scheme when compared to the somewhat original. Well, for this mold, that is. So you will notice that Mega Octane has complications when trying to stand up just right, because he has a tendency to lean back on his knee joints because they are pinned down. And pinned joints are not the best decision for Hasbro to go with, to tell you the truth. But, yeah, I like both these molds. They both have their nice charm to them. Now let's go ahead and bring in the old-timer himself. Here is Mega Octane, Universe Mega Octane. And, yeah, you can see over time quite the difference in not just the style and the colors, but let's go by articulation and just the overall bulk on the character, which makes sense since he is the commanding general of the Combaticons, so it works just right. So there's that. And he does have his cannons here. which, you know, you do have the option to take these off if you want to, but I like to keep them on because they do get loose over time. That's one thing I learned with the other mold, so I'm just going to leave them the way they are. But that doesn't mean he's weaponless. He does come with 2 blasters here, which I failed to hold. So here they are right here. They do have the ability to combine with each other, so there's that. But when combining these weapons into Ruination's big blaster, you have to flip this one upside down, and I will get more into detail about that come the Ruination review. But what you can do, like most weapons, if not all weapons, is you can store them in the hands. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Let's get to the articulation on this guy. He does have a swivel joint for his head, which is always looking down. Common problem with this mold. We do have universal shoulder joints. We can get all the play we want. We do have an upper elbow swivel joint, and we also got a single hinged elbow joint, and we've also got another joint up here which I forgot to mention thereof. So he is double jointed at the elbows, my apologies. Nothing at the wrist, nothing at the waist. We do have universal leg joints with this much kicking forward, this much kicking back. We do have our ability to do some JCVD posing there. We do have a thigh swivel cut. We do have single hinged knee joints, which does get at least 90 degrees of play. And then we have a little bit of some up and down movement here at the hinge joint for the feet due to transformation. That basically is the specifics of your articulation on this action figure, which is not bad at all. My only real gripe about this figure is the fact that his knee joints are actually pin joints, which is unfortunate because it does cause some complications with this figure when trying to get him to actually pose. And not just that, but also trying to get him to stand just right. He has a tendency to fall over on his own weight, and it's unfortunate that there's really nothing that I can do about it. You would think that Takara Tomy would take time to look at the QC on this figure's mold, but with that said, again, this is a common problem coming out of the Onslaught mold itself, so I wasn't expecting too much out of this guy. I mean, most of what I wanted is here, to tell you the truth, but outside of just the looks and what he has to offer here, it's unfortunate that I really gotta suffer with this mold yet again at the exact same problem that I had with the Hasbro release, which is the blasted loose pin joints. This is the reason why they need to go back to screws instead of pins. And it doesn't help that he's always looking at the ground, which is, again, a common problem with this mold anyway, as the Hasbro one has the same complication. It's just something about this head does not want to go up all the way. It would have been nice if it was on a ball joint, so that way we have the option to move it around just to improve the look. But overall, he's always going to be looking thereof at the ground or at anybody that's smaller than him, like, for instance, his original mold. Alright guys, so there you have it. There's my review of Mega Octane, and that will conclude the whole entire Ruination box set. Only one more review out of this review miniseries, and that is combining all the Combaticons into Ruination himself. So, next video review, Ruination Reawakens. Until then, questions or comments, you know what to do. Hit it down below in the comment section of this video. And this is your King Redis Power signing off and saying thank you very much for watching.